Progress.
Hi, Danny. Good afternoon.
Hi, Belle. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's good to know. So, how is the weather in your city?
Mejor. Sigue medio frío, pero ya mejoró un poco.
¿Frío?
Ujú.
Ay,
Toda la semana.
terrible.
Helado. Mal.
No,
Mal, mal,
acá
mal.
estamos viendo de calor.
¿En Cocha?
Sí,
¿Verdad?
súper feo. Sí, te cuento que está, o sea, hay hartísimo viento
Ujú.
y demasiado calor,
Ah,
intolerable.
no, aquí, o sea, aquí ya mejoró, pero lunes, martes, insoportable el frío.
No, qué loquísimo, qué loco el clima realmente.
Sí, pero bueno.
Y, all right. Um, okay, so we're gonna start with the class of today.
Ujú.
And this lesson is about past perfect continuous, right? So I'm gonna share my screen with you. And once you can see it, please let me know.
Ya está.
All right, thank you. So let's listen to some here. Give me a second. All right.
Hi, do you want to hear a funny coincidence? I've been thinking about my college roommate all day yesterday, and last night she called me. We hadn't talked to each other for a long time because we've been working so much. Had been thinking and had been working are examples of the past perfect continuous. Let's learn more.
So, okay. We're gonna, first of all, we're gonna remember, right? A quick review of the past perfect simple, right? We know that we use it to refer to something more in the past than another action or situation. So for this reason, it's almost always found in combination with the past simple. Eh, for example, when I left university, I had
Ujú.
already found a job, right? So this means that the action of finding a job happened before leaving university. So the past perfect is linked with the simple past, right? And now we're gonna see another time tense. We already seen the past perfect. Now we're gonna see the continuous form. I have been thinking, I have been working. So let's start with the first point.
We use the past perfect continuous to talk about something that was in progress before a specific time in the past. The past perfect continuous focuses on the continuation of an action, not the end result.
Talia arrived at 10 o'clock. I'd been waiting for 3 hours to hear the recording.
This means that Tony began waiting at 7, 3 hours before Talia arrived. Remember, we usually don't use continuous forms with non-action verbs.
All right. So we use the past perfect continuous to refer to an ongoing action that ended before another action or event in the past. For example, I've been I've been looking for a job several months when I found this position. Now I have the work, right? Well, the job. So let's see this example. First of all, we're gonna talk about an action, right? That
Ujú.
is started in the past, right? And remember when we're gonna have this continuously form, when the time tense implies a continuous, right? It means the continuation of an action, right? We don't focus on the result, right? Or when does it finish? So Talia arrived at 10. So you're gonna notice that this is in simple past. I've been waiting for 3 hours. So what does it mean? That the action started in the past, right? Since 7, right? 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. So this is the continuously form. So as you can see, one action happened first again. And as with all the continuous form, as I told you, when we use the past perfect continuous, we're focusing on the action itself and the possibility, also the effect of the subject, right? Or if I'm gonna say, the workers had been unloading the truck when the storm started. So we don't focus, right, if the unloading was completed or not. It's not important, right? The important is that it's just on their action that they have, right? So something that you have to remember is that we actually don't use the continuously form with non-action verbs. For that, I'm only gonna use the simple past. So, all right. Do you have any question maybe?
No, well,
All right, thank you. So let's continue.
We form the past perfect continuous with had been plus the base form of the verb plus ing.
I just found out that Dean had been lying the whole time.
Remember, in conversation, we often use contractions with pronouns. We also use the contraction hadn't for had not.
He hadn't been practicing with the team.
All right. So now to form the past perfect continuous tense, the only thing that we're gonna need is the subject, right? The had been. I'm not gonna change this one, right? It is gonna say like that, even if I'm gonna talk in third person. She, for example, he, it. I'm not gonna modify this. It is gonna say like that. So then we're gonna use the verb, right? With the principal verb work, for example, and ing because it's a continuously form. So I have been working, right? It's negative, right? If you want to form a negative statement, we're gonna use the same structure, but in our auxiliary verb, in this case, it's had. I had, then I'm gonna use the negative right between the auxiliary verb and the verb in the participle form. So, or even though you can use the contraction, I hadn't been, right, it's more directly working, right? So if you want to make a question, we are gonna take the auxiliary verb had and the subject, those in the middle, had I been, and the verb at the end, right? Working and the question mark. I have been working, or even though you can use a contraction, right? So something that is important to remember is that sometimes when we use the contractions, right? Because we have contractions for should, would, right? Add, prefer, or I'm making a reference with I would, right? I would work, right? The contraction at work, right? Or I should travel, I travel. So the contraction in this one, right, for the past perfect continuous and also with the past perfect simple is the same, but something that we're going to identify because as you can see, it's the same, right? It's the subject plus the contraction, the T. So is the next verb, right? So if you're gonna see, for example, the next verb is gonna change the structure. So in that order, you're gonna notice if the person maybe is talking in past perfect continuous, or if it's talking with, I don't know, with should plus another verb, right? So that's very important to know, because the other day my student asked me, how can I make the difference? How can I notice the difference between the contraction with at with, for example, another model? For example, travel, right? So what is the difference? The verb, right? In this case, the structure is gonna change. And we know that follow the model, right? The next verb is gonna go into the base form. So that's the only difference, the next verb that you're gonna find into. All right?
Super.
All right. Do you have any question maybe?
No, ver, nada.
All right, thank you. So let's continue.
We often use by to introduce a specific time in the past.
By 10 o'clock, I'd been waiting for 3 hours.
All right. So we're gonna use by to introduce a specific time in the past. For example, we use this one by the time. By the time we finish the meal. By the we've been sitting in around the table for 6 hours. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we're gonna use by, right, to introduce the time, right, the specific time that an action is started, right? So in this case, we have by the time we finish the meal, right? Or maybe by 10, you can go directly to the time, or this is a time word. By the time we finish the meal, we've been sitting around the table for 6 hours, right? So if you're gonna mention the specific time in the past, an action that started, it's about the simple past, right? By the time we finish the meal, we've been sitting around the table for 6 hours. So in this case, as I'm trying to give a specific time, I'm using by 10 p.m., by 9 p.m., by the time. All right.
Super.
All right, so we only use this to introduce the time tense in simple past, right? So don't forget about it. Okay, so we're gonna finish with point number 4.
We also use the past perfect continuous to show a relationship with another past action. The earlier action is in the past perfect continuous. The later action is in the simple past.
I just found out that Dean had been lying the whole time.
In this example, first Dean lied to Jackie. Then, later, Jackie found out about it.
It was late. When Talia finally arrived, Tony and I had been waiting for 3 hours.
In this example, first, Tony and Amy started waiting. Then, Talia arrived.
All right, so Danny, do you remember the difference, or maybe can you explain me the difference between the present perfect continuous with the past perfect continuous?
Present perfect continuous is when something starts in the past, but it is happening in the present. Maybe.
Yes, thank you, that's all. And
The
how about
past
the past?
verb start in the past and it has an end, o sea, termina.
All right, so as you perhaps remember, we use the present perfect continuous to focus on the duration and effect of an ongoing action, right? For example, if I'm gonna say, all right, you're finally here, right? Oh, what is that? I've been waiting for you for not for you, not for over an hour. Right? You're finally here. I've been waiting for over an hour, right? We use the continuous form of the past perfect in a similar way, but in the past, right? For example, I've been waiting for you, no, for over hour. I've been waiting for you for over an hour when Mike finally arrived. So as you can see, it is similar, right? But there is a change, right? You're finally here. Maybe you just arrived, right? I've been waiting for over an hour, right? And how about this other example that we're using the past perfect continuous? I've been waiting for over an hour when Mike finally arrived. Both actions have finished, right? So that's the difference, right? We focus in the present perfect continuous. We focus on the duration and effect of an ongoing action, right? Then we use the past perfect continuous to talk about an action that started in the past, right? It's the same as the present perfect continuous, but the action has end, right? So I don't know if you have any question, maybe.
No, well.
All right, and something that is important to remember though is when not to use the past perfect continuous, right? As with other continuous tenses, as you know, there are some verbs that can't be used with the past perfect continuous because there are stated verbs, right? Rather than actions, verbs, right? So this includes verbs like be, cost, known, love, like, hate, right? Have for possessions, right? Or maybe own. So with this and similar verbs, we only use the past perfect simple, right? For example, if I'm gonna say when we got married, Bill and I have known each other for 10 years, right? I'm not saying had been knowing, right? It's incorrect because it's an stated verb. It doesn't imply an action. It's a verb, yes, but it doesn't imply an action. So it depends on the context, of course. I'm having meal, right? In that context, yes, I can use it because it implies action. So the verb, right? If you're gonna conjugate it into the continuous form, you have to take care and you have to see if it implies action or not, right? So being able to use a continuous forms like this one, right, will transform your whole sentence, right? So I don't know if you have any question, maybe. All right, thank you. So something that is important though is this point, right? The past perfect continuous, right? Is also to show a relationship with another past action, right? So we have two actions that happened in the past. The earlier action, right, is in the past perfect continuous, right? And the later action is the simple past. So don't forget, the later action is in simple past. I just found out that Dean, right? Then the earlier action had been lying the whole time. So what happened first?
She was lying, or he was lying.
Yes,
He was
had
lying.
been lying, right? He had been lying in the first action. And then Jackie found out that Dean had been lying the whole time, right? That's the second action. So, and the same happens with all the past perfect continuous, right? We're going to have, or we're going to try to show that two actions happened in the past, right? So I was late when Talia, and then you're going to use when. We have some linkers, right? That we're going to use to show the contrast to the other sentence, okay? We actually use when, right? So to let people know which action happened first, right? When Talia finally arrived, okay, so that's the later action. Tony and I had been waiting for 3 hours, right? That's the earlier action, right? So I don't know if you have any question, Danny.
Well, no. Mhm.
All right, thank you. That's good to know. So we're gonna practice. Give me a second. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna share my screen with you. We have some exercises. Okay. So you're gonna read the instruction, please, as you can see. Once you can see it.
Yeah. Complete each dialogue, choose the correct answer. When did you become a reporter? In 2000. I'd Hola de been working as a researcher before that. Had you been expecting a promotion? No, but I was very happy about it. How do you like your new apartment? I love it. Before I moved in, I'd been living with 3 roommates. Did you finish the report for class? No, when I started it, I'd been unpacking boxes all afternoon. I was too tired to finish. So what did you get so angry at Dean? I found out that he uh, hadn't been planning to help me with my career at all. Um, I called you at 3, but you'd already left work. I covered a story early this morning. By 3, I'd been working for 12 hours.
All right, thank you. So let's see how is everything. All right, well done. Everything was great. So okay, it's not part of the lesson, right? But we're gonna see this expression, so angry at Dean. When we're gonna express that maybe we are in Spanish, we maybe can try to do it. We can try to translate like I'm so angry with Dean, right? Estoy enojada con tal persona. But in English, we have to change the preposition. O sea, no estaría mal si yo digo so angry with people, right?
Yeah.
Siempre utilizamos at. I'm so angry at Dean, at people, right? Entonces, mucho cuidado con la preposición, ¿sí?
Super.
All right, thank you. So let's continue with the next activity we have. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with you. Once you can see it, let me know, please.
Ya está.
All right, can you please read the instruction?
Complete the paragraph. Type the correct form of the verb in parentheses into the blank. Use the past perfect, continuous, or simple past. Sally Curran started her journalism career a lot earlier than most reporters. Curran was born in Washington, D.C. in 1975, but grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina, before the Curran family moved to Raleigh. Both her parents had been working for a TV news show in Washington, D.C. In Raleigh, her Her father became the news reporter for a local TV show, and her mother worked for a national newspaper. In middle school in 1985, Curran decided to publish a newsletter. The cool, no sé cómo leer eso.
Just like it is the cool that suck, maybe.
The cool Dasak to report neighborhood news. Her interest in reporting wasn't surprising. By 1985, she watched, or she had been watching, her father report the evening news for years. Cul-de-sac printed Curran's first big story, a local pollution scandal. This factory ahí sería, si está diciendo eso es con el past perfect continuous.
Yes, because we have 4 years.
Y entonces had been throwing its waste into our river for years. When I reported it, Curran said, by the time she became editor of her high school newspaper, Curran had been covering neighborhood news for several years.
Have been covering neighborhood for several years. Thank you, Dani. It was great. So that was all, right? As you can see, we have the relationship, right, between with the simple past, right? So, do you have any question, maybe?
No, Bel, nada.
All right.
No,
No.
o sea, cuando dice, o sea, cuando te está, digamos, en todas las partes que sea for years o for several years, es sí o sí con el, ¿cómo se llama? Con el past perfect continuous.
It depends. Depende, Dani. Because sometimes we're gonna find it, but maybe it could have a relationship with the present perfect continuous, right? So the what is gonna help you is the next, well, the following words then, right? I mean the complete paragraph. You need to see the context of it to decide which one you're gonna use. As I told you, the present perfect continuous, you have to make an analysis of the paragraph, right? So you have to remember when do we have to use the present perfect continuous, right? So if the action maybe, or we're trying to focus, or maybe the paragraph that you're gonna read focuses on the duration, right, of an action, or maybe the situation, it's yes or yes with the present perfect continuous, right? But if the action had finished, right, you have to use the past perfect continuous. So the only difference is that for one hand, the present perfect continuous focuses on the duration of an action, right? But maybe it is still continuously, right? Maybe right now, or maybe at Marines, but it's about a continuously form, right? How about the past perfect continuous? We actually have for years, right? For 6 years, for an hour, but we can also find it with the present perfect continuous. So something that is gonna help you is what you're gonna have in the following paragraph, maybe, in order to understand. You always are gonna find some keywords that are gonna help you. For example, now, until now, or what else, something like that. Those keywords are gonna help you. If I'm gonna have that, of course, it talks about the present perfect continuous, right? But if you're gonna find by the time she became editor, for example, in this case, you have the simple past. So it is necessary, we have to necessary, we know that it exists a relationship with the past perfect continuous. So then I can't use the present perfect continuous. As you can see in this one, we're talking about a biography, if I'm not wrong, right? So we have a specific time, we have by the time, for several years. You can also find it with the present perfect continuous, right? But remember, in the past perfect continuous, the action have ended, right? With the present perfect continuous, the action hasn't finished it yet. All right?
Super.
All right. So do you have another question, Ivy?
No, eso nomás que me mareó un poco.
Yes, I could imagine, but don't worry, you're gonna find it. I'm gonna show you some examples. Te voy a mostrar algunos ejemplos. Porque podemos encontrar for several years.
Que pase esto y volvamos a amarse.
También acá, o en el presente perfecto continuo.
No, hoy día está no
es lo que vas a tener en el resto del texto. Eso es lo que te va a ayudar. So, I'm gonna show you. Hombre, give me a second. Right, so I'm gonna share my screen with you. So in this exercise, Annie, you're gonna find the similar, a similar reference, right, to the talking about the time. That is with the that we have. We could have the past perfect continuous, but we have here.
Yeah.
So what do you think could be?
Yeah. So,
Had been working.
Past.
No, had.
Bien.
And,
This is the present perfect,
yeah.
right? Entonces acá te vas a dar cuenta, tenemos for 5 years, pero también tenemos aquí, entonces te da una referencia de que ahorita mismo ella sigue trabajando acá. Entonces no podríamos poner had, implicaría que la acción ya haya terminado. Okay, she has been working here for 5 years. Ahora, si yo quito por ejemplo, el here, she has been working for 5 years, ya podría ser pasado perfecto continuo.
Yeah.
All right?
vamos a caminar.
Okay, how about this one?
I have been studying.
I have been studying all day, right? Ok, acá mira, tenemos recently. Entonces utilizamos presente perfecto continuo para hablar de alguna acción que recientemente ha terminado, right? También para eso podemos utilizar el presente perfecto continuo. Recientemente, hace 3 minutos, tal vez, hace 5 minutos, hace 10 minutos. Ok.
Yeah. You have
So,
been eating.
a lot recent.
We have been living.
Ahora te vas a dar cuenta que acá no tenemos algo que nos ayude a identificar. Podría ser pasado perfecto, continuo también. Pero como son oraciones sueltas, y esto pasa en algunos ejercicios, a veces necesitas un párrafo entero para poder diferenciar qué tiempo es. Pero como son oraciones independientes, específicamente con el presente perfecto continuo, entonces no hay cómo diferenciar. Right? Así que eso sí es lo malo de que en oraciones independientes a veces podemos un poco como que confundirnos. Y no está mal, por eso siempre se pide más contexto, siempre se pide más. ¿Qué es lo que quisieras decir? Y no lo sé, tal vez hablando de traducción. ¿Ok?
Super.
All right. So we're going to stop practicing with this exercise because we have to do another one. We have to practice our speaking. So give me a second, please. Right. All right, so I'm gonna share my screen with you. So we're gonna practice with this exercise. Give me a second. All right. All right, so we're gonna practice this exercise, this activity, right? So you're gonna listen to some descriptions of products and you have to identify them using context clues, right? It's like a short definition that they're gonna give you and you have to see what could be the correct answer. So let's start. Can you please read it?
Quite often it can be difficult to understand meaning unless we look at both the language used and the context in which it is used. Listen to the product description and guess what the product is from the general context.
All right, thank you. So you're gonna listen to this audio. Can you please read the okay, can you please read the question and the answers?
What product is being described? An iron, a kettle, a steam cleaner. ¿Qué es a kettle?
All right, a kettle is like something that you could use for to put in order to get hot water. Did you get it?
Una caldera.
Yes, I was trying to draw it.
Y un
Okay,
steam
so-
cleaner o algo de vapor.
Yes, yes. Steam cleaner is like those machines that we use with the steam, right? You get it?
Ajá.
All right, so let's listen this audio.
With its super fast boil zone, you can heat tap water from tepid to boiling in just 50 seconds. It has a handy spout design, so you can pour water evenly into mugs and cups without spluttering and spilling.
All right, you get it?
Kettle.
Thank you. It was correct. All right, can you please read?
With its super fast boil zone, you can heat tap water from. Uy, no sé.
All right, we're gonna listen to it.
With its super fast boil zone, you can heat tap water from tepid to boiling in just 50 seconds. It has a handy spout design, so you can pour water evenly into mugs and cups without spluttering and spilling.
All right.
No sé qué dice. No entiendo.
Or we're gonna listen to it one more time. It's in the first part, right?
From kettle?
It's super fast boil zone. You can heat tap water from tepid to boiling in just 50 seconds.
No entiendo. No sé qué dice.
All right. What did you say me? What did you say me?
O sea, yo entendí la palabra, la caldera, kettle. Pero no creo que sea eso.
Can you please spell it?
Kettle.
T-T?
Y,
right?
ajá.
All right, so it was tepid.
No, no tengo idea qué es.
Right. A tepid is like the, well, you know, the, como que agua tibia, right? Tepid is
Yeah.
right? Como tú puedes tomar
Ah,
agua
yeah, yeah.
tibia y ahí la puedes calentar.
Yeah.
All right, that's tepid. Let's continue. Can you please read it?
It has a hand spout design so you can pour water evenly into mugs and cups without
Nunca va a terminar estando solo.
and spilling.
All right, so we're gonna listen to it one more time.
With its super fast boil zone, you can heat tap water from tepid to boiling in just 50 seconds. It has a handy spout design, so you can pour water evenly into mugs and cups without spluttering and spilling.
All right.
No sé.
All right, can you please spell it? Splasher?
Splashering.
Yes, that was the word.
SPLASH splashing. ERING.
E-R,
No, splashing.
like this?
Ajá. Ay, no sé. No sé qué es.
All right, we're gonna check it, right? It's a new word. Flattering. Do you know the meaning of it?
No.
All right, splattering is like it's similar to spilling, right? Como que, o sea, sin derramar en este caso. Pero
Ya.
no, es similar. No sé si ubicas cuando estás subiendo la tetera, tal vez se te puede derramar por el vaso, pero no es tanto como el spilling. Spilling es chorrear todo de uno. Y esto es como derramar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super.
So let's continue. Can you please read it?
What product is being described? A wireless microphone, a wireless radio, a wireless speaker. Todo es sin cable, ¿no?
Yes.
Yeah.
So inalámbrico, right? So let's listen.
Stream a different track into every room in your home if you like. Hear every note with greater clarity, whatever tunes you're into. By bringing together expertise in digital signal processing technologies, this product optimizes audio formats to deliver consistently clear, high-quality sound.
All right, so do you get it?
A ver, una vez más, no estoy segura.
For sure.
Stream a different track into every room in your home if you like. Hear every note with greater clarity, whatever tunes you're into. By bringing together expertise in digital signal processing technologies, this product optimizes audio formats to deliver consistently clear, high-quality sound.
Wireless speaker.
All right, so it was the correct answer, right? So, so you're gonna complete the gap with the word here. So we're gonna listen to it one more time.
Stream a different track into every room in your home if you like. Hear every note with greater clarity, whatever tunes you're into. By bringing together expertise in digital signal processing technologies, this product optimizes audio formats to deliver consistently clear, high-quality sound.
So, what do you think?
Expertise.
Can you please write into the chat?
A ver. Ya te mandé.
Alright, let me check that. Oh, what the hell is happening? Expertise. All right, so let's see. All right, thank you. It was correct. It was great.
Bel, pero no sé ni
And-
qué es expertise.
Oh, I passed away. All right, expertise is like.
Es algo como experto.
Voy a ver otra vez el contexto porque en realidad es como algo de pericia, puede ser, pero dependiendo del contexto. No lo leí bien, la verdad. Lo vamos a volver a hacer, right? Para que te pueda dar un significado preciso.
Ya, súper.
All right. So, okay, it's the same audio.
Stream it.
All right. So, is it necessary for you to write it one more time?
¿Qué?
Is it necessary for you to listen to the audio one more time? Or
Ah,
it's
sí,
okay?
sí. No, es que ni me acuerdo. O sea, es que no
Alright.
puedo prestar, o sea, no me puedo acordar todo el audio.
Oh, all right. It's okay. We're gonna listen to it one more time. Pay attention, please.
Different track into every room in your home, if you like. Hear every note with greater clarity, whatever tunes you're into. By bringing together expertise in digital signal processing technologies, this product optimizes audio formats to deliver consistently clear, high-quality sound.
All right. Now I get it. They pronounce expertise because this is a British accent, right? In American English is like, American accent is like expertise, right? So, well, he mentioned together expertise. Okay, it's like experiencia en este contexto.
Ya.
Yes, that's the context. I had to listen one more time to it. So, all right. So, can you please give me the answer?
Optimizes.
Optimizes. All right, optimizes. So let's see how is everything. And thank you. Right, this product optimizes audio formats. All right. So, what product is being described? A bread maker, a mixer, or an oven? So let's listen to it. All right.
The specialty mode enables you to use various grains and flours. The special program, together with the mixing blade, can create a range of delicious loaves. The dispenser drops the yeast automatically at the optimum time during baking.
All right. So what?
No, una vez más.
For sure.
The specialty mode enables you to use various grains and flours. The special program, together with the mixing blade, can create a range of delicious loaves. The dispenser drops the yeast automatically at the optimum time during baking.
Bread maker.
All right. So, thank you. It was correct, right? So, okay, we're talking about an announcement, right? So, the homework that I'm gonna give you is gonna be a little bit complex because you're gonna listen, right? These two audios, right? In totally, if I'm not wrong. The first one was about the how was it? The technology of the speaker, right? But it was a kind of announcement, right? And then it was just about the bread maker, right? So you're gonna listen to it and you're gonna bring me for tomorrow the whole announcement that the girl says, okay?
¿De los tres?
No, only two.
Ah, ya.
Right? with the second and the third, because this is the third one. We don't have more.
Mhm.
Okay. So, okay, we're gonna listen to it one more time.
The speciality mode enables you to use various grains and flours. The special program, together with the mixing blade, can create a range of delicious loaves. The dispenser drops the yeast automatically at the optimum time during baking.
Speciality.
All right, thank you. The specialty mode enables you to use various grains and flours. All right, thank you. So we're gonna listen to it one more time. Oh, but this is another one.
It's a tumble dryer.
A tumble dryer is like I'm gonna try to draw it, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. Okay. It's like this. Right, and you said when your hair is dry?
Una secadora.
Yes, you get it. So let's
Super.
listen to audio.
Mhm.
Add your laundry loosely into the drum without overfilling it. Select the tumble pattern and spin speed for the cycle. The type of detergent you should use is based on the type of fabric, color, temperature, and degree of soiling of the garments.
All right, we're gonna listen to it one more time.
Mhm. Please.
Add your laundry loosely into the drum without overfilling it. Select the tumble pattern and spin speed for the cycle. The type of detergent you should use is based on the type of fabric, color, temperature, and degree of soiling of the garments.
All right, so what do you think?
No sé. Washing machine.
All right, thank you, and it was great. Yes, because they mentioned that the something about to use a clothes, right? But without the word feeling. So that's about the washing machine. So okay. So until this part we heard 3 audios, right?
Mhm.
So you're gonna choose which one, right? You're gonna use to give me the announcement for tomorrow, right?
Uno de los tres.
Yes.
Ya.
Okay. So let's listen to it.
Add your laundry loosely into the drum without overfilling it. Select the tumble pattern and spin speed for the cycle. The type of detergent you should use is based on the type of fabric, color, temperature, and degree of soiling of the garments.
All right, so
No
you get it?
sé. No.
All right. We're gonna listen to it one more time.
Add your laundry loosely into the drum without overfilling it. Select the tumble pattern and spin speed for the cycle. The type of detergent you should use is based on the type of fabric, color, temperature, and degree of soiling of the garments.
No tengo idea qué dice.
All right. So the word was loosely, right? So let's see. Add your laundry loosely into the drum. The drum es como en realidad es lo que hay dentro de la lavadora.
Ujú.
Se le llama tambor, ¿no?
Ujú.
Entonces acá nos está explicando de cómo poder lavar la ropa, right? Decimos Lucy es libremente, right? Sin poder poner todo libremente, o sea, y puedo suponer que hace referencia a agarrar la ropa y ponerla tal vez una por una en lugar de agarrar todo y una pelota poner a la lavadora, right? Ese podría ser el contexto de esta palabra loosely, right? Add your laundry loosely into the drum. The drum es este tambor que hay en la lavadora. Sí, sin llenarla, sin sobrecargarla. ¿Ok?
Ya.
So let's see. All right. So you have any question maybe?
No, Bel.
All right. So you've got an 80%. Como te habrás dado cuenta, tal vez el acento británico es un poco más difícil de comprender, a
Sí.
diferencia del italiano. Pero nos va a ayudar demasiado a poder desarrollar nuestro oído y aprender nuevas palabras. Y por eso es que te doy la tarea del día de mañana, que puedes traer, si es que puedes, 2 tal vez, pero depende de tu tiempo, pero como mínimo 1 de los anuncios que hemos escuchado, ha sido
Ajá.
de las máquinas, right? De los diferentes laundries. Entonces,
Tengo que
para
hacer
mañana,
uno yo que sea similar a ese o el mismo.
no, escuchar. Tal cual está en el audio, lo tienes que anotar y decírmelo para mañana y me dices cuál has escogido. Yo te voy a decir si está bien o está mal. Así te das que
Ya.
escuchar varias veces. Va a
¿Tú me
desarrollar.
vas a pasar este link?
Sí. Ahorita te lo paso.
Súper.
¿Ok? O sea, desconozco si es que te va a salir directamente el What's the Problem, pero lo vas a encontrar. Te voy a mandar un screen, entonces de
Ajá.
esa forma ya vas a poder encontrar. Pero es What's the Problem, ese es el tema de la lección, te paso el link y ahí lo vas escuchando, ¿sí?
Ya, súper, Bel.
All right, thank you, Danny. So we're gonna finish until this part, but before you leave, I'm gonna assign you the homework. Te voy a asignar la tarea que hicimos, bueno, la lección que vimos antes de ayer, que era acerca de present and real conditional, y la lección del día de hoy, que era el past perfect continuous, para que no se te acumule. Y vas a
Súper.
tener hasta, ok, dame un segundo. Ok, vas a tener hasta el día sábado para completarlo. Y ya el día de ese día, jueves, ¿verdad?
Hoy jueves.
Y hasta el domingo te voy a dar, porque mañana vamos a ver otra lección y te la voy a asignar también. ¿Sí?
Súper, Bel.
All right. Y ya estaríamos acabando en realidad el módulo, así que directamente nos faltaría una lección más, que es el should have, lo vamos a ver mañana y te asigno el examen de uno. ¿Sí?
Súper, Bel. Bel, una consulta. Mañana podrías que a las 9.
Mañana sí, a las 9 está súper.
¿Sí?
Sí, no hay problema.
Ya, buenísimo, Bel, gracias.
¿Ok? Entonces mañana nos vemos a las 9.
Ajá,
Ok, perfecto. Me dices
ya
cualquier cosa
está.
entonces.
Listo, Bel, gracias.
All right, thank you, Danny. Have a great day. See you
You
tomorrow.
too. Bye.